Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about when your prodigal spouse says he's no good for you. Let's talk about this, okay? Because some of you are dealing with prodigal spouses, and I'm specifically referring to prodigal husbands you're dealing with. Maybe your prodigal spouse has stated to you how amazing of a woman you are. They tell you how they support you. Um, they got your back. You know, um, they proud of you. They say all of these great things about you, tell you you're a great person. However, following up after they saying all these things, your prodigal spouse will tell you he's no good for you. And this can become confusing to you because you're in your mind, you're like, well, if I'm so great, if I'm so amazing, if you proud of me, why are you telling me number one, you're no good for me? And then number two, why are you going off to be with a counterfeit? Let's talk about it. So here's the thing. We already know prodigals, they have the door open to the enemy. Prodigals, they have a reprobate mind, so they come up under a reprobate mind, okay? So that reprobate mind can look like double mindedness. When you read the book of Samuel, First Samuel, specifically reading the part where Saul became disobedient to the Lord's instruction, and because of his disobedience, the Lord put an evil spirit on Saul. Okay. And so when you begin to read, you would notice how this evil spirit, when it came upon Saul, David, when David would play the harp, because David was the one who was walking with the Lord, David was the one who had that anointing on him. Okay. So whenever that evil spirit would come upon Saul, David would play the harp and the evil spirit would go away. Okay. When that evil spirit came upon Saul, that's when Saul was trying to take David's life. Right? Are you following me? So understand when your prodigal spouse tells you you're so great, you're amazing, they're proud of you, they might even tell you they love you. And then they follow up with, but I'm no good for you. Understand what your prodigal is saying and doing in that moment. Number one, evil spirits, they are not present 24/7. So in that moment when your prodigal is telling you how amazing you are, and then he also switch off into telling you he's no good for you, he's in his right mind. Okay. That evil spirit isn't present. And so your prodigal is telling you how he feel. You're great. He's proud of you. He's your biggest fan. You're amazing. Those are truths, his truths about you. However, your prodigal also know and he is fully aware that there's some evil going on the inside of you. And because you're so great, because he see you differently, right? He probably to put you in a whole another box or a whole nother category. Because he see you different than the rest, he doesn't want to corrupt you. He doesn't want to hurt or harm you. So he's telling you ahead of time, I'm no good for you, hoping that you know and understand what this means. He's no good for you. See, you don't know how deep, or you don't know the evil spirit when it's present, when it manifests through him. You don't know, okay, how it manifests, how it shows up. You don't know how deep it can how he can get. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. You don't know. He know, which is why he's telling you, I'm no good for you. He have seen some things, he have done some things he's not happy about. He don't really probably don't understand it. He probably feel like a bad person, a bad man. But he's letting you know in his own words, I'm no good for you. He's no good for you. This is not the right time for you to be around him. He's trying to protect you the best way he know how. And the best way he know how to protect you right now is by telling you, I'm no good for you. Okay. And like I said, this could become confusing to the mind because you're like, well, why are you saying all these things, but yet you stand away from me? Why are you saying all these things, but yet you go with a counterfeit? Here's the thing: whoever your prodigal is entertaining, understand they also got that bad in them as well. Okay. This is why your prodigal go and entertain them. Okay. Your prodigal has already shown these counterfeit that other side of him, and their behavior has communicated back to your prodigal either they also have that bad in them, or they are willing to accept that bad and tolerate it and deal with it. Okay. And so this is why your prodigal goes back to the counterfeit and entertain them and stay away from you. Another reason why your prodigal is staying away from you, because that is God protecting you from the enemy. Okay. It's just God protecting you from the enemy. Okay. So you want to make sure you're not, you know, you're not crossing those boundaries God put in place, okay, to keep you protected. But like I was saying, this is his way of trying to protect you because he know there's a side to him you have not or you have yet to see, right? He know what's in him, and he doesn't want to he don't want that side to come out on you. So he's telling you, I'm no good for you. Okay. So the way how you want to respond, continue to stay in prayer, continue to pray for him, continue to believe in him. Okay. And continue believing in what God promised you. He's still a prodigal. He's not done going through his process of deliverance or development. Okay. But keep standing for your king. Don't give up on him. Keep believing in him, but also hear what he's saying. He's no good for you. So take note of that and, you know, respect the divine separation right now, but continue to pray for him because it's the evil. It's the evil spirits in him that's no good for you. The evil spirit is going to fight against that anointing in you. His evil is going to try to destroy the good in you. So he's trying to protect you by telling you he's no good for you. And he's trying to also share with you his heart, his feelings by telling you, you're amazing. I'm proud of you. Whatever your prodigal has said to you, um, he's your biggest supporter or your biggest fan. He's letting you know his heart, but also he's letting you know he got a not so good side to him that he's not proud of, and he doesn't want you to see it because he holds you in this high regard. Okay, and he don't want to corrupt you. You see, he don't want to corrupt you. He don't want to turn you bad. He trying to keep you pure. He trying to save you. Okay, um, and so he's like I said, he's trying to protect you the best way he know how by letting you know I'm no good for you right now. So just go ahead and release him and keep believing in your king. Keep speaking life to your king. Whenever God allows the two of you to come together, for a hot minute or two, just speak life into him. Okay, you might be the only person believing in him, and if that's the case, that's what's going to help. Keep giving him that motivation to become a better man. Okay, so with that, I am Tequila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.